Here's a quick look at the Mahindra XUV500. Impressive futuristic look. I particularly like the grille. It looks mean like an SUV should. I'm not a fan of cars masquerading as SUVs or SUVs masquerading as cars. The car should look like it should. The futuristic look also means that it won't need a facelift for some time to come. The LED lamps on the side view mirror are a nice touch. I like the unconventional, interesting door handle. The door panel is well appointed, easy to use, quite standard, without actually needing to take your eyes off the wheel. The instrument panel is something I've not been able to make up my mind about. Yes, quite nice. I like the way it goes on and off. Well, apart from giving you the usual output from the usual sensors, it tells you lots of other things. But before that, the styling. Like I said, I've not been able to make up my mind about the styling. It's got a very Mustang GT muscular look. Not sure if that works for an SUV. Having said that, many people I've spoken to seem to love it. The sensors give you lots of information, including what gear you're in. Now you might think that's redundant for a manual car, but given how low the noise vibration levels are in this car and how good the low end torque is, you could find yourself in a gear you think you're actually not in. Moving on, LED lamps. Here's an interesting feature. There is a mirror here which allows you to keep track and also look at yourself of what's going on at the back. Not so cool if you're being chauffeur driven and are up to mischief in the back seat. A cubby hole for your sunglasses, felt lined, standard rear view mirror. That is what appears to be the GPS antenna. There's a cubby hole here as well as a cubby hole here. There's a glove compartment here. AC vents are interestingly designed. That's your screen, and this is where the goodies are, the instrument panel. One thing I like very interesting here is that I can connect my iPhone and play music off it without actually connecting it. Is it playing? There you go. So I'm playing my music from my iPhone playlist without any physical connectivity. iPhone is lying here. Home button takes you home. Music, videos, of course, hopefully when you're not driving. Radio, phone, Bluetooth connectivity to your phone. Car info is something that's quite interesting. Fuel information, Tiretronics, reverse camera assist, alerts. Let's look at Tiretronics. Apart from giving you information about the 4 tires, it also tells you about the status of your stepney or your spare wheel. Saves you the trouble of a trip to the gas station or a walk around before a long journey. Navigation, something I'm supremely kicked about. Very few cars in this segment will give you GPS navigation. This of course runs a Map My India powered navigation system. Many cars, even 2 segments above the segment, don't give you this. I forgot to talk to you about the steering wheel controls. There's cruise control, on and off. There's mute, there's volume, phone, answering, voice commands. Getting back to the instrument control system, there is AC in the economic mode, regular mode, rear AC can be switched on and off, there's mode. There's also ESP and downhill assist. Something called lounge lighting, which gives you red lighting from under here and sort of makes it look quite nice at night. I like the handbrake being angled towards the driver. There's another cubby hole here. 2 holes here for your coffee. There is another cubby hole here. Also a spoon here. And there is a cooler here to keep your drinks. Temperature controlled cooler to keep your drinks here. Just make sure it's not beer if you're driving. A big win of the entertainment system is the remote. Many cars, like I said, 2 segments above don't give you this. So this gives you the power to control this whole thing sitting at the back. Speaking of back, very impressive leg room. The driver's seat is almost all the way to the back, and yet I have lots and lots of room. Seats are quite comfortable as they can get in an SUV. Again, 2 cubby holes here, AC vents here. At the back as well, there are 2 more cubby holes plus charging points. All in all, very happy. I like the fact that the seat rolls down. In fact, I think this comes down as well, so you get a complete, fairly large storage space. Under the hood is a 2.2-litre M-Hawk 140 bhp engine. It is a further refinement and advancement over the Scorpio engine. Enough for the city and definitely got a lot of power should you decide to take it out of the city onto the expressway. While Mahindra have pitched and positioned this car clearly as a soft roader and something for the city, the considerable degree of wheel travel indicates that you will be quite comfortable taking this on a dirt track or the usual city bad pothole roads. Last but not least, my verdict. I think this car is super value for money. Mr. Anand Mahindra has created a car that has so much inside of it at this cost. Congratulations and bow down to you, sir. There's a flip side. I feel the interior finishing could do with some refinement. This is a bit sort of flimsy. The cubby holes don't align too well. For instance, there's a bit of alignment issue here. If something closes, it doesn't open. I mean, if it opens, it doesn't close so easily. This also have the same problem. But then again, at this price, I'm willing to overlook and forgive that. It's a great car with great features, safety features built in as well. Surrounded by airbags, I think you cannot ask something better at this cost. I'm sure the coming generations will get refined, but the advantage remains how well it's priced with what all it comes in. I think this will be a very worthy competitor to the Toyota Fortuner because it gives double the features at half the cost. Hell, I'll buy two.